Hi. It's an old shot. But thanks. I made candles. Several. Yeah. I don't have a lighter. Right here. I think there's one in another room. Didn't try them yet. Made them yesterday. I don't know what to do with this situation. I guess I don't want to let anyone down, but I feel like I can't just play video games without drama. I don't want to have drama all the time. And I don't want to go through all the effort of setting stuff up and getting video games and such. To then like feel worse afterwards. You know? Like I feel like I can just sit here and do nothing and I'll end up feeling better than if I would have streamed. And streaming takes like effort and time. Why would I put in effort and time into a thing that makes me feel worse than before? That's like there's so many things I can do that I know will not have me feel worse afterwards. So that's why I thought like just stop streaming then, I guess. And I wanted to have this stream now for a variety of reasons. Just seemed like a good moment to give anybody the opportunity to like say something to me. Alright. I guess you could say no. This is where to find me. My favorite vent. Looking at my favorite fan. I seem rather dismal. Yeah. I just didn't feel like streaming anymore since last time. Because of what happened, I guess. So I was thinking about just stopping. Just not doing it anymore. It wasn't a transphobe. In my opinion, it was Wanda somehow blaming me for, well, not banning that person, I guess. Being upset at me for not removing that individual. Where I think, like, this is a live stream on YouTube that, like, originates from my PC, so shouldn't I be the one to make calls like that? And is anybody, like, should anybody, like, be allowed to be angry at me for whichever call I make? She did not apologize. She doubled down hard. And that made me think, like, okay, well, if that's gonna continue like that, then I don't want to be a part of it. Now it's kind of like everybody's opinion that I should have banned that person. And that's like my responsibility or whatever. And I don't care to do things that, in a way, that I don't want to do them. You know? Wanda doesn't ignore people like that. Wanda always fights them, I suppose. I just don't like immediately banning a person like that. For me, it's like immediately killing a spider when I see one. I have a much easier time dealing with spiders if I don't kill them and I, like, you know, try to remain chill in their presence somehow. And the more I do that, the better it works and the easier it is to handle. That's how I like to deal with that. And I think especially because I'm the person that is broadcasting their face and their voice and stuff. I should be the one to make the call on how to handle something like that, because I'm like the biggest target here. All of you can just close the tab and everything's gone. If I want to like disengage with a person like that, I have to like end the entire stream. Or of course mute them or ban them, but that sends a signal to them, like what you're doing affects me, right? I've also started to like spiders. But for fuck's sake, transphobes are also people. I'm sure there's trans people that used to be transphobes. You know? Like, they're not. They are not. Like, you know? When this person said the person annoyed people in chat and that's why he should have been banned, which I understand, but you have to press the mods, in this case you. People complain about everything. Yeah. Yeah. Like, coincidentally, when I started the stream, one of the first messages I saw was by one Omar Hermann reading Hueso, Hueso, which is German slang for son of a bitch, which is like the worst German insult you can throw at somebody. And I just don't care, you know? I'm not gonna go like, oh, you're getting banned, removed. I don't give a fuck. And that's my way of handling it. And you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but what you kind of can't do is ruin my mood during a stream where I'm having fun because you think that I like didn't do the right thing. And that's what Wanda did. And that's why I like, then I'm again between like, that puts me into the situation where either I ignore Wanda and then Wanda tries to make me feel even worse and leaves. Like, that has happened before over multiple days in the past after this like lever thing. Or I can argue about it, which also never leads to anything except more drama. The only thing I could think of to like not have this affect me was to just not stream. What else am I gonna do? Because ideally what I want to do is what I did when I streamed Metal Gear Solid for the first hour. I go live and I try to enjoy myself and I enjoy the video game and have fun and stuff. But when like something random happens, like a transphobe joining, and even after handling that, a member of my community purposefully ruins my mood, then I'm out of ideas. Then I don't know what to do anymore to keep the streams fun and keep me from like getting depressed halfway through a stream. Can the person just block the user? Not sure if that works. Like, can you block somebody in chat right now and Like, can you do that? Is that a thing you can do? I know I can like mute people, but can you block each other? You can. You can. Well, yeah, I guess that would have been an option, but I suppose there's like the argument that Wanda is trying to protect like the community from people like that, like in general. But I think that's maybe taking it a little too far. Yeah, of course there's context and stuff. Absolutely, absolutely. I get where Wanda's coming from. This is just my vent. I come here when I feel distraught. Like, I understand where Wanda's coming from, but I think the moment where Wanda is passive aggressive to me because I didn't act in a way that she would have wanted me to act, that's where I don't know what to do, how to handle it. I'm venting. I never thought of that, yeah. Well, I didn't even want to talk about Wanda because, like, you know, she's not here, so. That's something you don't really do. I just wanted to, like, show you that I'm alive, that I do in fact still know how to turn this camera on and talk into this microphone. I just don't. I have no idea how to find the headspace currently to sit here and have a good time, you know? Like being afraid that something like this might happen again. That's like kind of one of my worst fears, that something I do is like viewed as wrong by a group of people. That's usually when I just peace out, because that has happened a lot to me, that I just do something that I think is normal and fine and okay, but everybody else is like in agreement that it's in fact not fine and okay, and I either have to just accept what they tell me without actually understanding or believing it, or I go. And I've stopped doing this accepting thing because that's not good for me, because that leads to ultimately like masking and living a lie and whatever. I know it's like that's not how it starts, but that's how it can end up. I stopped doing that, so now I'm just doing what I think is right, or how I, you know, acting how I want to act, or if like I'm acting in an environment where the people that inhabit that environment don't want me to act, I go. So in this case, I could go, and I did go, and I don't know. Maybe my girlfriend is gonna take over for a while. Maybe you're gonna like her way more than me, and she's gonna become the new star of this community. We'll see. If she actually goes through with it, I'm not sure yet. She might talk a big game, but she hasn't yet sat down in this chair and streamed. Yeah, my girlfriend is very good at adopting abandoned queers. That's how she found me. But yeah, for the time being, I don't know when I would ever want to stream a video game again. I streamed like Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid, right? I put the PlayStation back into the living room and I plan on playing those games just by myself. Anything really. Like, I don't wanna... The headspace. Well, it might just, like, if something like that happens again, it you know, it's gonna be ruined immediately again. Because I can't... Like, it's such a conundrum, or like a paradox or something, because I feel like at this point I'm like kind of streaming for you. Like whenever I stream, I'm trying to like think about what I could stream that is like something that I could like make into a fun thing for everyone, and not really streaming like for myself anymore. I used to do Let's Plays and stuff because I enjoyed it, and I would like watch my own Let's Plays and stuff. But I'm not watching my own streams or anything. I'm just kind of streaming because I know that there's people that would be sad if I don't, I guess. But if then those same people make me feel like I'm doing something wrong, then the whole thing like falls apart, right? Like, why would I stream for people that think I'm doing something wrong, I guess. So it's not really a rest I'm needing. It's more like either I'm streaming stuff for people that enjoy how I am, I don't. Because if the people that watch me don't enjoy how I am, then I don't enjoy streaming. Right? I was thinking of... I was actually gonna work on videos. I was gonna make like half-hour long videos where I work on a video for like a while and do like a voiceover and stuff and just put that up on YouTube. Because that way I can just not read the comments, right? I can just post a video and be like, there you are. If you want to see it, watch it. If you don't, you don't. And I wouldn't have to engage with any like negative feedback or anything like that. Thanks, Scarlett. But that's also like apart from the whole drama. Lately I felt like when I was streaming a game, like I didn't want any like feedback on my gameplay or on the game or anything like that, you know? Like I was happy streaming it for people that wanted to watch it, but I don't really like gained anything by reading chat, I guess. You know, it's weird how like streaming has really become this very one-sided thing where I don't need anything anymore. At the beginning I was very happy for like, oh, positive comments on my appearance or something like that, or just like attention. But I'm okay on that now. And I think that's where how Wanda handles this doesn't make sense anymore. Like, you can't be hostile towards a person that does this for you. Because the moment you do that, that person is just gonna stop. You know, like, if you're not enjoying this thing that I'm doing for you, then why would I do it? Yeah, I could definitely try other stuff than streaming, like for myself, for sure. I'm happy to keep doing this if people enjoy it, from time to time. But I'm having fun doing all sorts of stuff, right? Like, hey, I made candles. I've been watching movies. I've been actually doing overtime at work because I knew like there wasn't gonna be a stream in the afternoon, so I just worked longer. Blue candle, one use. So that's kind of the deal, I guess. Like, as long as I think that was also like there were a couple things coming together with Metal Gear Solid, the last stream. Like, there were very few people watching, and it felt like the only people watching were like a transphobe, a person being angry at me for not banning the transphobe, and like Scarlet. So that's just a bad time. It just wasn't fun. Didn't feel good. Yeah, that's just what fucking Wanda has got to realize. The same with the lever in the video game that I coded, like, for chat. I'm happy to do this if you enjoy it. If you show me that you don't enjoy it, I have no more reason to do this. That simple as that. Like, if you're asking me to change, I don't see why I would do that, because I don't have anything to gain from that. Right? I'm comfortable being myself and doing stuff the way that I do it. I need an incentive if you want me to change anything about myself, like if whether or not I ban transphobes. And if you're like angry at me for not doing that, then that's like the opposite of an incentive. Right? You're like not exactly offering me a popsicle and saying, hey, I give you this if you do that. You're like punching me in the face and being like, do it. At which point I'm just gonna go like end stream, goodbye. And that's not a threat, that's just the reality of it. I guess another way to put it is you have no leverage. None of you has any leverage to make me do anything. Streams are fine by you. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. As it should. Yeah, exactly. So if you try to force me to do something, all you're gonna do is I don't know, make things worse, push me away, something like that. Any desire for Sonic antics? What are Sonic antics? I know what an antic is, but can you like say that in a way that I understand it? finishing Adventure, going through the classics. I never said I would finish anything, did I? I'm still planning to buy a Sega Saturn. Still planning to buy a Sega Mega CD. I have a guy. It just takes a long time. I'm still interested in the classics. I'm getting more interested in like the modern ones, like Unleashed and whatnot. I keep seeing like videos of it, and I'm like, well, yo, that actually looks pretty fun. Into Adventure noch to finish it. Being into something doesn't really like have anything to do with my desire to finish it. You know, like I was really, really into Kingsfield 4, but I didn't want it to be over, so I didn't want to finish it. I'm not that into Sonic Adventure, so I don't really want to finish it. Like I kind of never ever want to finish anything, no matter if I like it or not. Saturn games I'm planning on trying. I don't fucking know. Sonic R. I don't know. We'll see. The Police Knots. This one fucking game I posted a video of. I don't know. Some weird stuff maybe. Sonic R, or there's the Sonic Jam or something where you walk around in 3D, but it's actually a games collection, I think. That seemed interesting, I guess. Nights into Dreams. That's Sonic R. I think it's a Sonic racing game without cars. Sonic the Fighters. Sure, but like streaming a fighting game is like a 5-minute thing. You know, like what are you gonna do? All Genesis games rebuilt for the Saturn. They better not have the same fucking input lag that the Mega Drive collection has in modern systems. That's abysmal. Alright, I was gonna say, I saw a whole bunch of cool Sonic fan games. I kind of started writing some of them down. Atom Sphere. Yeah, there's a bunch of really good looking fan games for Sonic. Panzer Dragoon. I want to play Panzer Dragoon Orta for Xbox. I always wanted to have that as a child, but I didn't have it. Play more of the Genesis Mega Mans. Yeah, that was also a plan to play through the Mega Man game on Genesis, but fuck. Before any of that, I would have to like, I don't know, have Wanda write a contract that like she's not gonna like I don't fucking know. Not gonna tell me what to do. But it's hard because it's also like a dichotomy where I like tell her what to do, like don't meow. That's annoying, you know? Like fuck. We are just like two opposite magnets. You can't put us together. We're gonna start fucking vibrating and like flying through the room. I should try to state the stream's vibe of ignoring trolls and let you deal with them. I think we had that. I think we had that after I demodded Wanda from the YouTube. Because she kept banning the trolls and I was like, yo, I was still clowning on them. And then that was like my idea afterwards, that I just get to clown on them and stuff. Right, we did have that. I don't know. But then I can have all of this, or I can just like turn it off and be done. I feel currently it's really like I have to, like, Wanda is on one side of the scale and all of you are on the other side of the scale. And I have to like do this. So I feel like if I keep streaming, I'm gonna keep like hurting Wanda and myself. And if I stop streaming, I'm gonna hurt all of you by like not being there anymore. I think that's what's happening. I'm like weighing all of you versus Wanda. I can't make that decision. It's like the fucking trolley problem. Not completely. Well, if you consider that I am always gonna like choose myself over all of you or Wanda, like I'm more important to myself than either of those choices. Think about that what you will. If I'm not gonna like change how I do stuff, I don't. God damn it. Reminds you why you don't care. I wish I could not care. But here I am, talking. Fuck no. I do love the vent, yeah. I need to fucking come here when things hit the fan. Oh, I really just wanted to stop engaging in any way at all. I wasn't gonna write anything in the Discord. I wasn't gonna send any reactions. I wasn't gonna go live. I wasn't gonna like any comments, respond to any comments. I wasn't gonna do shit. I was just gonna stop after Metal Gear. After that happened, I was just gonna stop. Because it didn't feel good for me, it didn't feel good for Wanda. And I care about Wanda, Wanda cares about me, but we keep fucking being bad for each other. So I was just gonna walk away. And I can. Fucking I still can. But people care so goddamn much. Like this little several people are typing at the bottom there. That's the first time I ever saw that. That was in Discord today. And there were too many people typing for to show all the names of who were typing. In the middle of Wanda and I squaring off. And that's kind of what made me think like, fuck, I can't just... I can't just ignore all this. It's like, not. Like, if I want to or not, this shit is a part of my goddamn life now. And I literally cannot just ignore it. I can't. At the same time, it's my channel online presence. Yeah, we did the divide on the Discord already. Like, Wanda and I co-own the Discord. It's a 50-50 thing. It's Wanda's server, it's my server. Maybe I'm like the... I might have like one more power to like delete the server or whatever, but I'm pretty sure Wanda and I have the exact same like level or whatever on Discord. But yeah, this fucking channel is my channel. I get to delete videos, whatever. This is my shit. Nobody gets me what to tell me fucking anything here. And that's like that's the big problem. Still, that needs to be clear, kinda. Like, this is my show. I'm sitting here with my camera, my microphone. I can do whatever I want here. That needs to be... That is like the important thing. I get to do whatever the fuck I want on this channel. I can only stream if everybody knows that that's the fucking case. I think that's my conclusion for the time being. I mean, at the same time, everybody that comes here to chat gets to say whatever the fuck they want. And of course, I get to decide if that person gets banned because of whatever they put into the chat box. And that can also be like attacking me, right? Wanda has any right to say whatever the fuck she wants in this text chat box. So how do I fix this? No vibing. Things will never work out. We will all die. okay, I've almost arrived at a point where I can like sleep tonight. Where I felt comfortable was with the rule, if you want to call it that. I get to do whatever the fuck I want here. That shouldn't, like, I don't need to state that, right? Because I can literally exercise that. I can do that. That's important to know. Important knowledge. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Number one. That's like a... That's not a rule, that's like a... You know, that's like a law of nature. That I can do whatever the fuck I want on my channel. That's a law of nature. That's just how that works. 2 is all of you can type whatever the fuck you want into the chat box. That's also a law of nature, right? 2 laws. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. Except I have more power than you. If you do anything that I don't want, I can say, no you don't. Banned, timed out, whatever the fuck. And then in turn, you get to do whatever the fuck you want again, except if I banned or timed you out, you can't write in this chat box anymore for however long I like. Right? Right. So how do I solve the wonder problem? Keeping in mind those rules. Because I don't want to time out Wonder. I don't want to ban Wonder. No, not at all. Definitely not. But those are like my tools I have to enforce the law that I get to do whatever the fuck I want, right? I guess I okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Am I an idiot? One moment, please. So... I'm telling Wonder, yo, just ignore the transphobe, right? Why aren't you just ignoring the transphobe? Meanwhile, why am I not just ignoring the stuff that Wonder says that I don't want to hear? I mean, I tried during the stream. I carried on quite a while until I said like, yo, my mood has kind of been shot since Wonder said that or whatever. Because it's Wonder? Because you value Wonder as a person? Yes, yes, of course. But what do I do with a situation like that where... How do I handle that? How do I social? How do I... How? How does one handle having friends? That's really the problem. Like Wanda declaring herself my friend. That's where this all went south. Because I don't have friends for a very good reason. I have people I make out with. I have one partner. And kids. And parents. You know, like I need clear fucking... This is what I do with you. This is what I do with you. I can't have a friend. I don't know what that is. You know? Do I have to do another stream like that while Wanda's around to fix this? I don't know the whole context, but it feels like when individuals have the power to prevent themselves from seeing other people's words berating you for doing or not doing something is kind of unfair. When individuals have the power to prevent themselves from seeing other people's words Berating you for doing or not doing something is kind of unfair. What? I don't get that. I don't. This is too smart for me. People can block other commenters. Ah, yeah. Yeah, but that doubles back to like Wanda, like really being like kind of the like acting a bit of, as a like guardian of this community and like wanting to protect her fellow queers and stuff, where I just choose to do it differently. And I guess in that way she feels like she can't do the protecting because her friend is working against her in a way, you know, by inaction. I can see that, but at the end of the day, it's my show. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree. Like at this point, Wanda should be here to have like a, you know, a counter argument or like voice her view, because like I agree. Farwell, get over to fucking YouTube. What are you doing on Twitch all the time? How? Look, you could be like part of this flock of people talking, and except you're like in this little box and nobody sees what you're saying except for me. Farewell. Stop this madness. Would love to hear her out and speak to her for a bit. Yeah. We need to have something else. She just needs to be in chat on another stream like that, because what I can't do is in this situation like hop on a call with her. That would fuck. I would have like a splitting headache 5 minutes in, just because I would like try and view every possible angle and not say anything wrong and stuff. And no. You got bots to ban on Twitch? Sure. We're on Twitch. We're always on Twitch. Also, at the end of the day, we have to kick out transphobes. See, the thing is, if you ignore them, they get bored and leave all by themselves, and they don't get the attention. They don't get validated by, haha, this fucking trans idiot banned me because I triggered them. Right? Like, if what I did on that Metal Gear Solid stream was whenever that person said something where I felt like I had a pretty good, like, response to, like, oh, why don't you just stop pretending? I was like, yo, actually, trans people can stop pretending when they transition. And that's what I did when I transitioned, and ever since, I've been so goddamn happy. Right? And you know what? There can't be 10 out of 10 transphobes who hear a person honestly say that to them and feel nothing. You know? Like, I think that does make more than a difference than being like, banned. You know? Like, I'm trying to show them without much effort on my part. Like, it makes me feel good too to like validate my own transness by thinking about those transphobic comments and being like, actually, no. Here's how this works. I feel better. They maybe feel thoughtful about it. Oh, maybe I should think about how much of an idiot I am. And then they can leave and fuck off and transition. You know? That's how I see the things. And I know not everybody sees things that way, but guess what? My show. Big Bingus.
Are you familiar with Big Chungus?
Hit the correct key the first time. I still got it. Hoping. I don't think so, Vibing Wave. I don't think so. I don't think 100% ignore them or ban them is like, where is everybody getting that from? Why is everybody so incredibly sure that you cannot like remain chill and give them a good response when you have one and then ignore them for the rest of it? How is that like such a impossible to comprehend way of dealing with this? I don't understand that. Yeah, Big Bingus. Even if they can't see my humanity that I'm showing them, what did I lose? Nothing. I gained something. I can feel better about myself for like, you know, reaching out to the whatever. How is that negative on any side of the coin? But I'm not here to argue about that because I argued about that with Wanda in Discord today, and like I know where I stand on this. Yeah, I try to do that whenever I can. And like, if I don't feel it on the day, sometimes I'm just like, yo, goodbye, band. I don't have to. I just want to play this fucking video game right now. Like, go be a transphobe somewhere else. Maybe come back later and then I can like show you that you're actually wrong or whatever. But hey, can that be my decision? Yes, it can be. It should be. It needs to be. Because this is my show. 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 Let's see how fast I can spin. Like the fan. Get ready. Get ready. I'm dizzy. Yeah, there was a flicker. I have this external hard drive and one of the cables like is very loose and I heard it like crackle as I was spinning. So I went down there and put it back in again. That like fucks with there's no sounds right now because Stream Avatars isn't on. I felt like it wasn't the right mood. Fuck, how should I call you AA49KR? Since YouTube switched to the handles, your name is incomprehensible. That can't be an issue because Wanda is like an admin on the Discord. So if any transphobe ever joins the Discord, Wanda can just ban him. Alan, thanks. Alan the degenerate, right? I recognize the picture. Yes, yes. Okay, was a nice fan stream. I think the conclusion I came to is that I need to do this again and Wanda. Pixie, the streamer 3 and Wanda. Let's see if my girlfriend's gonna stream tomorrow. I don't think she's gonna. I think she's gonna pull out. Don't? What do you mean don't? But then what? Then it's just gonna happen again. How am I supposed to handle? Okay, if I don't do this again and Wanda, then how am I supposed to handle streaming? Because I'm gonna be deathly afraid of streaming a video game, and then Wanda comes around, and then I'm just waiting for something to happen. And you know, like I will like be afraid of like doing something wrong and getting yelled at basically. I sub to you, Pixie, and not your GF respectfully. Oh yeah, right. She's gonna she wants to stream on her own channel. So it would just be like in the Discord. But this channel would be affected by her stream. Except for maybe a shout out. It's not that important to be right or wrong. No, that's not what I'm saying. But like, if a person is like angry at you for thinking you did something wrong, then what are you supposed to do? Yeah, Wanda did request a bunch of times that he be banned for sure. Or rather, like, expected it, you know? Like, I understand. She'll be on the Twinkle TARDIS channel. Yeah, I think she even renamed it to her handle on Discord and stuff. No, Ellen, it's actually I actually asked her if she wanted to stream like on my channel or on her channel, but she is gonna use all of this stuff. She will stream right here, just not on my channel, because she has her own identity. She's like older than me, you know. She's the grown up in this relationship. Can't find it. Yeah, she renamed to her Discord handle Breaking Poetry. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Oh god. I have no idea how to find that. No idea. No, don't know. If one of you outright asks the transphobe to be silenced, please do consider. No. You know, if I have my own decision-making machine in my head, right? Like, I have my reasons to do things. It's not that I'm like, oh, well, who the fuck cares? I'm playing Metal Gear Solid, blah, blah, blah. Fuck these people in chat, I don't give a shit. No. I do things for a reason. And I don't think it's very valuable. And I know that's a hot take. But like, this isn't grocery shopping, right? You're not here because you have to be. If I'm grocery shopping and there's a transphobe somewhere, I'm gonna put on my headphones immediately and just walk the other way. Because I'm there to grocery shop, not to discuss my fucking gender. Same with most stuff, just like outside. Because I'm not going outside to have a discussion with anybody. If a person's nice outside to me, cool, I'm nice back. If a person is an asshole or rude or anything, I'm like, fuck off, I'm gone. But a live stream is something else to me. Because if I do this one day, the plan is to do this forever. So I need a plan to handle this that doesn't just work now, but that will work 10 years without driving me insane. And if I have to ban every single fucking idiot that comes into my stream for 10 years, I'm gonna go nuts. But if I find a way to deal with them that doesn't make my heart sink when they show up, then that's something I can sustain until the end of my life. And that's what I'm doing by not banning them. I'm exposure therapying myself. So when you're asking me to ban a person in chat because they're a transphobe or whatever, you're taking away an opportunity from me to be able to deal with this better and better and better. And I need to, in order to keep this up. So that's why I'm saying no, I won't consider if somebody asks me to ban someone, because I need to stream in a way that is sustainable to me. Sure, I can do whatever you tell me to, but then I might, you know, a year from now I'll be like, yo, I can't do this anymore. I need to stop. I'm gonna stop now. I need to do things today in a way that I will still be able to do them in the future. And for that to work, I need to do it my way. Are transphobes usually attacking people in chat or just me? Mostly me first, because I'm like, you know, you can see me, you can hear me, you can quickly say like, voice, face, you know. But people in chat usually only if they like engage with them. Like, if you're not chatting, how the fuck are you gonna be attacked by somebody, right? You're literally not there. The moment a transphobe shows up, you can just hide or whatever. Or you can literally ignore them, right? Funnily enough, the day that this transphobe showed up, that this drama happened, I didn't even have chat on stream. Sure, there were the little avatars that sometimes, like, you know, showed part of a message, but the actual, like, full chat wasn't even there. Yeah, it's funny that Clumsy reminded me that we had the same situation before. We had the same argument before, kinda. Where I demodded Wanda so I could be sure that transphobes would not immediately get banned. So that, like, that should kind of be a thing that is already clear. This shouldn't even have been like a new thing, kind of. Weird. Because it's funny to try to talk to them. Well, no, it's not. It's not even funny. Like, it's what I just, like, explained. Like, it's exposure therapy for me. You know, I learned to be... That's an unfair comparison, but I learned to be okay around spiders. Way more okay than before. Because I stopped killing them on sight. And at this point, I have qualms killing just about any insect. Because I learned to care about them. And with fucking transphobes... God damn it, those are people! You know? They might be transphobes for whatever kind of reason. They might just be a 10-year-old boy thinking he's edgy. And it's the cool thing to do. And in 3 years he'll realize, oh my god, I'm actually trans. And if there was this one trans streamer who was like not dismissive of them, even though they were being an asshole, then guess what? Maybe they saw this one trans person and were like, yo, how the fuck was that person so cool? It's important to not fucking tell people to throw a goddamn toaster into their bathtub. It is important. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Right. I used to be a fucking kid on the internet playing Warcraft 3 fun maps and writing all kinds of slurs into the chat that I would never ever use today. Because I just didn't know better. I just knew those were like words that got a rise out of other people. So I used them. If people banned me, I didn't learn any lesson at all. If somebody would actually be like, hey, blah, 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 then I would definitely have learned something. I don't understand how that's so controversial. Yeah, I think being chill about it is so fucking important. And I know that it might be so much harder for Wanda to do that because of living in fucking America. Where, you know, the worst fucking political garbage in the world is happening currently. And, you know. And that, I get that. But that doesn't have to, like, influence my way of dealing with that. I still think the way I deal with it is, like, the best way to deal with it. Sounds a bit naive, but it isn't crazy. I am naive. I am super naive. But I think naivete will either get you killed or make the world a better place. And probably the same, like both at the same time to some degree. See ya, Clumsy. Probably gonna be over soon for today. Hanging out of streams? Hanging out of streams? I don't really hang at all. Like, I stream and sometimes I post passive-aggressive stuff in the Discord, and that's about my online presence. I don't know. Let's see if my girlfriend wants to stream tomorrow or not. It's like, she's not gonna go live on this channel, but if she's gonna stream, I can't stream because she's using the setup. And I still, like, I think for the time being, if I'm gonna stream, I just need to be aware that it might turn into like a huge drama fest until this whole issue has been like resolved to some degree. And therefore I will not stream if I don't feel 100%. I don't know when I'll stream next. I don't know what I'll stream next. But I won't stop streaming like altogether. For now. Until the next like drama thing happens and I'm like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out. You know, it's stressful. There's a lot of stuff that happens with the streaming stuff, but I also get bored. Like, I mostly went live now because I just got bored. I didn't know what else to do this evening. I don't have much food around, so... I'm just I'm tired. I didn't want to keep watching that movie I was watching. Didn't want to work anymore. Keep it casual. Keep it casual, keep it cool. I like that sentiment, Lena. Lena Brokaw. It shouldn't be that serious to anyone. Tell that to Wanda! It's so serious to Wanda, god damn it. But again, I get it. I get it. Wanda is much younger than me. The younger you are, the more serious you take shit. You know? Actually, a trans friend of mine, sent me this video, The Talk, Adam Driver and Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott is old, Adam Driver is youngish, and Adam Driver is like, oh, and then after like 2 minutes, Sam Elliott responds and is like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I just want to make money or something like that. And that's like me versus Wanda, kinda. Later, Scarlet. Here's a random fun info before I leave you all to your devices. There's this on my... I always run, right? Kinda daily. And on the... I run this like loop and I turn around and run back. And on the way back there's this sign, the street sign, it's a triangle. And it has a frog in the middle of it. It's just a triangle with a frog. And sometimes I like high five that sign when I pass it. And lately I've started to like salute the sign. Every time I'm at the frog, I'm like, yeah. Like I salute it when I intend to keep going past the sign. And I high five it when I'm like done. And I'm like, oh my god, that's it. I can't. That's the high five, and the salute is the, yo, I'm gonna keep going, Mr. Frog. The frog is like, who keeps me, you know, he's like my spotter, kind of, for my runs. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm not even running as I'm approaching the frog sign, I like try to ignore the frog because I'm like so ashamed. Yeah. Random autistic info of the day. The frog sign. Yeah, everybody's leaving. I'm also leaving. Thanks for dropping in, Lena. Thanks for your words. They were smart and helped, in fact. My space. My rules. Yes. And I also try to like incorporate not like... I'll have to figure it out with Wanda as well. Somehow. Okay. Thanks, Nosaurian. Thanks, Vibing Wave. Thanks, they call him Gambit. You seem new. Thanks, Lena. Thanks, Clumsy, who's gone already. Thanks, Scotch. Thanks, Scarlet. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Farewell. See, you're over there. It's hard to think of you, even. Damn you. Okay. Not new, just new handle. What was your old handle? Thanks, Breaking Poetry. Have you listened to this entire thing to keep tabs on me? Andre? 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 You were Andre? Andre? What Okay. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Try from time to time. I bet like I know you, but like the color might have changed. Your profile picture might have changed. And like your name. I don't know. Like I remember people by like a mix of like the color, the name, and the picture, kind of. Everything changed. Yeah, that's why. That's why you're gone. You're wiped. But I like it. It's a good name. I like the word Gambit. It's a good one. If you want to know, the color of the word Gambit is red and white. Red and white. Your name is very red and white heavy. A tiny little bit of orange in there. Tiny little bit of yellow. Just in case. Breaking Poetry is like our mom already anyway. Yeah. Oh wait! There she is! Now I can go, go to channel. Go here. There you go. That's where she's gonna stream, if she's gonna stream. Hahaha. Okay. I'm out. This looks like it could potentially actually fall down. But I guess it never will. Okay, anyway, bye. Bye. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Later. See ya. Goodbye.